Team Alpha Sleep. So let's sort of get right into it. First part of the engineering process, obviously brainstorming. Had a lot of ideas of problems that we have in our daily lives, some having to do with band, which I'm a part of, some having to do with athletics, lots of different ideas. So having to do with band, one of the things I thought was a really big problem was that when you have large front ensemble equipment, it's very hard to move around the field and hard to get up and down stairs and down to the field. So I just started coming up with some design sketches. Here's the sort of design problem that I had. And here's my first sketch. It's essentially a marimba with tank treads. Yeah, so I decided to make this decision matrix. It kind of failed, to be completely brutally honest, and I found out, well, this design that's already out there completely overshadows what I have. So it's time to go back to the drawing board. So here's the new problem I came up with. Blisters are common while playing sports and impede your sport performance. Obviously you get blister pain, and it's going to be harder for you to move around while you're playing your sport. So I decided I was going to tackle this problem. So I sent out a survey, and I got over 200 responses. And over 50% of the people that responded said that they have that their problems with blisters, they rated their severity as over 3 on a scale of 1 to 5. And I also got data on where blisters are most common, as that was one of the main things I needed to look into, as I can't make a solution for everywhere on the body. So I found out that blisters on the heel are the most common place that blisters occur for athletes, at over 50%. So what solutions are already out there? Wanted to make sure that this idea didn't already get blown out. But some of the common solutions out there are obviously just normal socks, help prevent blisters than just wearing your shoes without them. Band-aids, there's this stuff called blister balm, which helps soothe blisters after they've already formed. You can use salt, you can use athletic tape, but what I wanted to do was different. I wanted to prevent the blisters from occurring in the first place, as once you had the blister, you were going to have to play through it. And that sort of impedes your sport performance, which other solutions were not able to solve. So I wanted something that was going to be able to effectively prevent the friction that caused the blisters to form in the first place, and also be able to use easily on a daily basis, as you're not going to use it to prevent something if it's really difficult to be able to use. I also wanted it to be breathable and moisture wicking, as your sport performance is also going to be impeded if you have really hot, sweaty feet, and it's just nasty and bogging you down. And also to be very comfortable to use, otherwise you're not going to use it. I also have a sub-goal. I'm actually doing this project as a part of my business incubator class, and I'm trying to design a business around it. So I also wanted, as a goal of our company, is that we want to make our things as eco-friendly as possible. So looking into sustainable fabrics and that sort of thing. So I went ahead, made another decision matrix based off of survey data this time. So went across the different solutions that are already out there, and I rated them myself, but I decided to let the people decide how important each of the factors were to them. So based off of that, I did find that my solution, which you'll see in a moment, would actually be an optimal solution. So prototype number 1. This is what sort of my idea was, sort of like a sock, partial sock that would go underneath your sock that would prevent the friction. And so I needed to figure out what material I was going to make it out of. I got this data from MC State School of Textiles, and it sort of tells me how much it'll cling to your, how much the fabric will cling to your foot. And so I've decided that to order all of them, which you can see there, and I found that the bamboo interlock, which is fairly high on the list, would be the best one to go with because of its other properties such as being stretchable and moisture wicking. So went ahead and made my first prototype. Not very pretty, but it sort of gets the idea across, and was able to work as a functioning thing that I could wear and be able to test with. So went ahead and went to talk to some experts, such as Anna Holke, who is a certified Centegra health professional, to be able to get insights into blisters. Mr. Sinise, who is the tennis coach here at PR, who would be able to give me insights into the athleticism of using that kind of product, and Miss Eshman, who is the fashion teacher, who would help me figure out some of the aspects of actually designing a apparel product. Thank you. I don't have anything for prototype 2.